Emergency! Emergency! So, I came in here and I realized that my print got unstuck from the build plate, and it just was starting to cure onto the felt. And so I had to take it off. I'm going to cure it. I'm working on that right now. It's just sitting in the IPA probably for a little too long, but alright. I'm going to go ahead and get this printer printing again. I added a raft to it so it hopefully won't become unstuck. That's the best thing to do. Print. Plug in. There we go. Let's print it. Alright. Oh, wait. Follow my number one rule. Don't touch the things that are clean without gloves. I'm sticking to that rule. I'm never going to break it. So this guy is clean. You touch him without gloves, nothing bad will happen. Okay. This guy's dirty. Never touch him without gloves. This guy right here is also dirty. Alright, you can take this off. Like this. Fish out our part. I probably left it in there for a little bit too long, but damn, look at that. That looks really cool looking, doesn't it? Alright. Quickly put this lid back on. I don't know if I should wipe this off or not, but anyway. Alright, let's put this on our little... Let's go ahead and install this. Alright, putting that there. I'm going to put a little bit off kilter. This should hold on to the alcohol pretty well. So I'm going to keep it over here and we'll watch it and see if it evaporates. We'll watch that and see what happens. This guy, while he's doing his thing, we're going to let this thing do its thing. Yeah. Alright. Now my hands are clean. I can now touch this. No part of this actual machine do I want to touch resin. Change this to the pure setting. Put this on. It's my first time doing all this. It's pretty exciting. Let's do 4 minutes. Start the curing process. And there we go. And he's going to go ahead and print another one. Hopefully this one won't fail. That was my first resin print ever. And is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. We just gotta learn from that experience and try to print things, at least that have a really small base like that. Print those with a raft. I have notes. I didn't even know how to make a raft, so I just had to go do that real quick. And that's what happened. Let's check this guy out. Look how cool that looks. Look at that. It's not coming across that well on camera how translucent that is, but it is pretty translucent. I am happy with that. That's what I'm looking for if I was looking for something. This station right here is really sick. I do love it. And I decided to, instead of doing the 8-second exposure time, I decided that it's probably better to do just 4 seconds, because 11 hours for something like that. I watched a video of Untested where Norm said that because this printer has a monochrome screen, it can actually print at slightly lower exposure times because it's using all the pixels on the screen. So you can actually cut your exposure time in half, therefore cutting the print time in half and still get the same result. So we'll see how that goes. But technically, since there's 3 pixels that, you know, three of those subpixels that make up the 1 pixel, it should technically cut the print time into a third, but let's just say it cuts it in half. So instead of 8 seconds per exposure, I'm doing 8 seconds per layer, I'm doing 4 seconds per layer. Alright, this guy has 1:48 left now. When it comes out of here, it's done. That means I can touch it. I can actually touch it with my hands, with my fingies. When it comes out of there, it should be fully cured. Got a minute and a half left. See, this is why I don't get any sleep. It's because if I didn't catch that when I did, then it would have been stuck to my FET, and I would have had a really hard time getting it off in the morning. Because what will happen is, that thing will continue to expose the bottom of it to the FET, and if the print has fallen and it's stuck to the FET, and it continues to expose the resin to the, and it's stuck to the FET, it would have been really stuck on there had I not caught it. And thankfully I caught it, had to have caught it within about like 20 minutes of it happening, because the bed was already about this far away from the print. So thankfully I caught it in time, and I was able to just kind of lightly tap it to get it unstuck from the FET. I do not want to damage my FET. I hate to have to replace that. Alright, this thing's looking like it's about to finish. Exciting stuff! Let me put you back on the tripod so that I can handle this thing. Alright. Moving down. Actually, let's put you there. Not the only one beeping. Alright, look that thing down thing. This is clean. Let's touch it. There we go. Alright, let's get nice and close in on it. This is my first time handling a resin piece. I've never touched one of these before. It is something else when you can actually get your hands on it. Now, I messed up on this print, so I am not expecting the all of my resin pieces to look like this. I made the mistake. Ooh. Yeah, you can see it's probably been overexposed right there. I made the mistake of leaving this in the bath in the isopropyl alcohol for an extra long time. So that may have had an effect on how cloudy this thing looks. But even this cloudy, I mean, I'm serious. Even when it's this cloudy, it still looks pretty good. Like, I'm very happy with this. Those lines are right where I want to see them. And I think the look of this piece is really good. There's some wetness right there. I hope that's not resin. I hope that's just alcohol. Just in case it isn't, I'm going to try to wipe that off real quick. It's probably alcohol, but I want to be safe than sorry. Here, I'll open this door so we can have some ventilation. Open here. Alright, so the second test now is I want to spray this with some gloss. And a clear coat gloss and see what happens. Actually, I can test dyeing this right now. Let's test it. Let's test that. That sounds fun. Never dyed anything before. Well, it's the first time for everything, right? Let's bring you up over here to my painting station. Yeah. Okay. Put you over here. There we go. This is exciting. Alright, let's get some IPA. I'm gonna have to buy some more IPA because that bath over there just like eats all of it up. Okay, that's enough. Actually, something I want to do real quick. This is Sunset Orange. And this is the order I would like to do it in. Okay, let's see what happens here. Woo! I put a bunch of drops. I don't think I need to use that many drops, but I just did that anyway. Just because. Alright, let's take a little dowel here and kind of stir it up. My resin printer is making a little bit of a popping noise. And it's popping away from the fat. You can see it's turning orange. That's good, that's what we want to see. Okay. It's curing that first layer extra long, which is good, that's what we want. Alright, I'll put that guy there. Get your closer in so we can get a better look. That's what we're doing. Sorry. Sorry about this shaky video. It is what it is. Oh, dang it. I'm tightening it instead of loosening it. It's such weird. Alright, I'm going to use a brush that looks like this. And we're going to see what we can get out of it, eh? It's hard to do this and look at a camera at the same time. I am not seeing anything. However, it does look more clear, I'll say that. Is it turning orange yet? I can't tell. How much alcohol ink do I need? Hold on a second. I feel like it's too diluted. I feel like I need more. Here, let's try something. Let's try putting it directly on the print. I should probably be wearing gloves. Let me wear some gloves real quick. I don't like not wearing gloves with this. This makes me nervous. Because I'm putting IPA onto a resin print, and that IPA could be dissolving the resin, and I don't want that ending up on my fingers. Okay, there we go. I want to just drop this on there. Okay, there we go. Yeah! I'm going to take our brush here and just brush it around. Yeah! I don't know if I should get in there really good or not. This is a learning experience. But I can say this looks really cool. I am very happy with the way that this is looking. This looks almost exactly like I want it to look. And I might have to find a tool that can hold this. I think my gloves are kind of hamming this end up over here. I might never be able to get that to look good. So I might stop where I am and just kind of call it quits there. Yeah, but I'm excited for that. That looks really cool. I like the way that looks. I guess I'll let it dry. No, let's let it dry. Let's close up our bottle. So, idea, just put the alcohol directly onto that, then wipe it around with IPA. That's the best way to color this. Make it look, to keep the translucency, but to also have it still be orange. Look at that. Those rings are on the inside. Those are not on the outside. If I held that up to a light, you could see through it. That's really neat. That is spot on. What I'm looking for. Just like the G1 toy. It did get a little dinged up right there. I don't know why. When the final one comes out, I'm going to try to be as delicate as I can with it. Because I don't want this to happen again. Also, I'm not done with this. I am not done with this. There's still more for me to do. And for the time being, let's let it dry off. I'll turn my little fan on.